Top 20 KTM bikes in the world. At number 20, we have the KTM 125 Duke. Launched in 2011, this bike comes with a 125cc engine and costs around $5,500. It can reach a top speed of 120 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in about 15 seconds, delivers around 45 km per liter mileage, and is available in 2 colors. At number 19 is the KTM RC 125. Launched in 2014, it is priced at approximately $5,800. Powered by a 125cc engine, it reaches 125 km per hour, goes from 0 to 100 in around 14 seconds, offers 42 km per liter mileage, and comes in 2 colors. At number 18, the KTM 200 Duke. Introduced in 2012, this bike costs around $6,000. It features a 200cc engine, reaches a top speed of 142 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in 10 seconds, gives 35 km per liter mileage, and is available in 2 colors. At number 17 is the KTM RC 200. Launched in 2014, it carries a price tag of around $6,300. It uses a 200cc engine, reaches 140 km per hour, completes 0 to 100 in 9.5 seconds, delivers 34 km per liter mileage, and comes in 2 colors. At number 16, the KTM 250 Duke. Released in 2017, it costs around $6,800. Equipped with a 249cc engine, it reaches 148 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in 8.5 seconds, offers 32 km per liter mileage, and comes in 2 colors. At number 15 is the KTM 250 Adventure. Introduced in 2020, it is priced at about $7,000. It features a 249cc engine, reaches 140 km per hour, goes from 0 to 100 in 9 seconds, delivers 35 km per liter mileage, and is available in 2 colors. At number 14, we have the KTM RC 390. Launched in 2014, it costs approximately $7,400. Powered by a 373cc engine, it reaches 170 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in 5.8 seconds, gives 28 km per liter mileage, and comes in 2 colors. At number 13 is the KTM 390 Duke. Released in 2013, this bike costs around $7,500. Its 399cc engine helps it reach 167 km per hour, while 0 to 100 takes just 5.5 seconds. It offers 29 km per liter mileage and is available in 2 colors. At number 12, the KTM 390 Adventure X. Introduced in 2023, it costs around $7,800. Equipped with a 399cc engine, it reaches 155 km per hour, completes 0 to 100 in 6 seconds, delivers 30 km per liter mileage, and comes in 2 colors. At number 11 is the KTM 390 Adventure. Launched in 2020, it is priced at around $8,200. It features a 399cc engine, reaches 160 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in 6 seconds, gives 28 km per liter mileage, and comes in 2 colors. Breaking into the top 10, the KTM 690 Enduro R. Released in 2008, it costs around $13,000. Powered by a 693cc engine, it reaches 175 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds, delivers 22 km per liter mileage, and comes in 1 color. At number 9 is the KTM 690 SMCR. Introduced in 2008, it is priced at approximately $13,500. With a 693cc engine, it reaches 190 km per hour, completes 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds, gives 21 km per liter mileage, and is available in one color. At number 8, the KTM 790 Duke. Launched in 2018, it costs around $10,500. Featuring a 799cc engine, it reaches 220 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds, delivers 22 km per liter mileage, and comes in two colors. At number 7 is the KTM 890 Duke R. Released in 2020, this bike costs around $13,500. It packs an 889cc engine, reaches 240 km per hour, goes from 0 to 100 in just 3.2 seconds, offers 20 km per liter mileage, and comes in two colors. At number 6, the KTM 890 Adventure R. Introduced in 2021, it costs around $15,500. Its 889cc engine delivers a top speed of 210 km per hour. It accelerates from 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds, provides 20 km per liter mileage, and is available in two colors. Entering the top 5, the KTM 990 Duke. Launched in 2024, it costs around $15,900. Equipped with a 947cc engine, it reaches 250 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in only 3 seconds, delivers 19 km per liter mileage, and comes in two colors. At number 4 is the KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. Released in 2015, it is priced at approximately $20,500. Powered by a massive 1301cc engine, it reaches 250 km per hour, completes 0 to 100 in 3.1 seconds, offers 18 km per liter mileage, and comes in two colors. Taking the third spot is the KTM 1290 Super Duke R Evo. Launched in 2022, it costs around $21,500. Featuring a 1301cc engine, it reaches 270 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in only 2.9 seconds, delivers 17 km per liter mileage, and is available in two colors. At number 2 is the KTM 1390 Super Duke R Evo. Released in 2024, it carries a price tag of around $23,000. Powered by a 1350cc engine, it reaches 280 km per hour, goes from 0 to 100 in just 2.8 seconds, offers 16 km per liter mileage, and comes in two colors. And finally, the number 1 KTM bike in this ranking is the KTM 1390 Super Duke RR. Launched in 2026, it costs approximately $34,000. Equipped with a powerful 1350cc engine, it reaches an incredible 285 km per hour, accelerates from 0 to 100 in only 2.7 seconds, delivers around 16 km per liter mileage, and is available in one color. Which KTM bike is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motorcycle rankings.